Welcome everyone. Today our fossil in focus is a tale of two bones. So in front of us today I'm holding up two different toe bones from a Tarbosaurus bataar, which is one of our late Cretaceous tyrannosaurid theropods from Mongolia. So this was a dinosaur that was alive about 75 million years ago. So these were bipedal meat-eating dinosaurs, and they were likely eating Saurolophus because they were found in the same formation. But we're not going to talk about that today, because what I have for you are just these toe bones. So these are casts of two different toe bones. They're about the same size, so we can kind of see where they're attached. And these would be down in the feet of our Tarbosaurus. So the question is, why are these two bones so cool? Well, when we take a look at them, the one that I have right here, we can see the bone. It's nice and smooth. Aside from the fact that this is a fossil, which tells us our dinosaur died at some point, this is a nice healthy bone. So this is a normal looking bone, and we can see where that would be kind of fitting in the dinosaur's foot. Now when we look at this other bone, what we notice is that it's all different. It's not smooth, it's all bumpy, kind of gnarly looking. And there's even places where the bone is sort of, I don't know, eaten away. And the question is, what's going on when we look at this bone? Why does it look so funky? And this is actually what's so interesting. So bones tell us quite a bit. When we go out and we find bones in a place, we first of all can figure out, who was around at the time when these rocks were deposited. And I mentioned before that because dinosaurs are found in the same formation in similar environments, we can start to infer potential, relationships in an ecosystem and a food web. And when we look more closely at the bones themselves can provide clues to more of the story. So when we look at this difference between a nice healthy bone and this bone that definitely had something going on, this tells us more about the story of this Tarbosaurus bataar. So specifically, we can start to look into bone pathologies and figure out what would happen to a bone to make it look this way. And we use information that we know about animals living today to understand that, yeah, things happen. For example, if we are running around and we fracture our bones, the bones themselves will heal over and can create kind of callus growth over the top of the fracture surface that is often something that we can see in some of our fossils. Other things, we know that we can get infections in bones that can lead to kind of strange changes in the bone material. So whether it's some sort of bacterial or viral infection or a cancer, we do see changes to bones related today. So that is one of the cool things that our paleontologists will do is, one, they're trying to figure out who was around and when was around, what's going on, but they're also trying to figure out what life was like for that dinosaur when it was alive and whether or not it experienced any, traumatic injuries or diseases that might have been left behind as a clue in the bone. So that's our quick fossil in focus today. I hope you had fun. With that, I look forward to seeing you next time, and until then, I wish you happy learning.